No, I was not. But I am now, because you made me.
I remember everything that you went through. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to know what happened to me.
What's going on? Hey,
We have a Gary situation?
you seeing that asshole again?
No, never. We have a Gary situation.
Just stay away from him, will you?
Not me.
You're seeing Gary.
Never.
And what the hell?
Fran was dumped at the curb this morning. We think she was drugged.
So what's new? What kind of shit are you into these days?
Not into nothing.
All right, you're an artist.
And you're perfect.
No, Ryan. Someone drugged her and did God knows what to her and left her at the curb.
So what? She got home safe.
What don't you understand?
As I said, so what?
Just shut up. Help me get her into the car.
Why?
We need to get her to the hospital.
Really? I saw what she looked like last night. But she was going on the prowl.
No, I saw her too. She looked fabulous.
But she forgot to put on pants.
Jesus.
See why I don't want to go?
No, not all guys are assholes.
Most are.
Oh, I'm the asshole.
Right now you are.
Well, this asshole's going back to bed.
See, it will matter.
No, we need to go.
Why? So they can blame me?
No, so we can find out who to blame.
I want to know who you think took advantage of the famous shit-upist.
Well, she was last with Jones, Bones, and Moans at the mill.
Great. Just bring down good married men. Teachers, no less. Bones was my golf coach.
Well, just because they're married doesn't automatically make them good men.
They are great teachers, wonderful dads, and Moans was a great role model.
Yep, the old boys club, all right.
Hey, we gotta stick together against the bitches of the world.
Oh, I forgot. You're straight out of the caveman days. You think all women should be barefoot in the kitchen baking you brownies.
That's right. Instead of blaming everything wrong in your life on us.
I can't believe I'm related to you.
These are respectable men you're about to drag through the mud.
Then why were they at the bar while they left their wives at home to clean up after cooking all day?
I didn't see you helping Mom.
You are one sad ass.
Me, an ass, for sticking around and helping Mom.
Oh, woohoo! I saw you take some plates into the kitchen on your way out the door.
I had a date.
Oh, lucky girl. Bitchy baking brownie.
Shut up.
On that note, I'm going to bed.
Oh, no, you're not. You're going to the hospital.
Why? No one cares who she slept with.
See?
Brian, just go back to bed.
And let you ruin good men just because you can't hold your liquor?
That's not what we're going to do. We're just going to tell them that the last thing she remembers is being with them.
And how do you think that's going to work out? Haven't you seen Law and Order? Cops showing up in front of his doorstep, questioning him in front of his entire family. Neighbors taking out their phones and recording it all.
They'll hopefully investigate what happened.
Videos will be on Twitter judging him before noon.
As there will be a brand.
Just another reason not to go.
Publicity will just help sell more of her freaky lights.
Look, no one's gonna get through this painlessly.
So just don't. She's not hurt. No reason to bother the rest of the world for memories of a bad night out.
But, yeah, not hurt. What about pregnant?
Yeah, or AIDS. Or what about just the trauma of not being able to remember what happened last night? I remember everything Gary did to me. I was awake, and I knew him. Even loved him.
Gary was an ass.
No, it took me 3 years of therapy before I even got to date another guy.
As I said, Gary was an asshole. You're gonna ruin innocent men's lives. There's no more presumed innocent. It's a small town, and the story will be leaked in hours, and videos will go viral by noon. And then the online judge and jury will convict him before the day is out.
Me too.
What?
Me too.
Hello, good people. Today, I would like to tell you a little story. It's not from a good book or a bad one. Matter of factly, it's not from any book at all. Because I believe that some of the very best stories are those that we just witness. To witness, to see with one's own eyes what might be missed by so many others. Let us not forget that in all things there is a beauty, and in all events there is a lesson. If you take the time to look, not just with our eyes, but with our heart. I know that many of you cannot be bothered about anything other than your cyber world which you have created for yourselves, filled with pictures of places that you'll never see and people you have never really talked to. But I ask you, was it you that created that world? Or have you allowed that world to create you? Have you become a follower? Not because of what you believed, but because of what you believed was expected of you too. It is important to remember that we can give more by giving of ourselves than giving up ourselves. So now, my simple story. The other day I found myself in a crowded lobby, waiting to be seated at some very high-priced presentation by a performer I'm sure you would all know. So as the crowd of people waited for the doors to open, there was a sound of a small, unhappy child. Old enough to walk and talk, but not yet in school yet, I believe. As time grew near to the opening of the doors, so did the unhappiness of the child, creating a series of very unhappy adults, now harboring very hateful thoughts about what to do with this whiny, ratted child. The parents seemed unmoved by the tugging of the pant leg and the crying and finally a long, sustained screech, which I'm sure could be heard on the stage, and maybe even the moon. At that point, security guards began to surround the tiny terror in order to remove him before he ruined the upcoming show for everyone. But just before any action could be taken, the mother pulled from her jacket pocket a cookie in a plastic bag and gave it to the still screaming banshee. Immediately, the child was transformed. The devil had left and was replaced with an angel of peace who silently, gently unwrapped the sacred pastry. The child had become transformed to a state of purest contentment as he carefully ate every last bit of its present. The doors opened, and we were all soon led into the show. And the child soon fell asleep next to his mother and let everyone enjoy a wonderful performance. What kind of cookie was it? Was it a homemade oatmeal raisin cookie from Grandma? Or perhaps a product of elves? Or maybe it was from the clearance section of the dollar store? Where it came from, or what flavor it was, doesn't matter. Because it wasn't my cookie. Don't we all have cookies? Something that we hold dear to our hearts. Something that can, in the very worst of times, bring us to a better place. It might be a memory, a song, a person, but whatever it is, it's yours. And you don't have to share it because it was made especially for you to get through the toughest of times when even a good scream couldn't help. So I want everyone here to take a moment and find your cookie. And make sure you have it ready when you need it most. And maybe, if you want to share it with someone who might benefit from its sweetness. Because aren't the best things the ones that are offered when we need them the most? It's like the mother and the child resting side by side. So let's all take a moment to just look around and see, smell, and taste the world around us without listening to what others might think. And instead, just follow your own heart to find your own peace, your own cookie. Thank you, and best of best to y'all. Damn it!
I'm sorry, sir, but there's no smoking in here. You'll have to go outside.
That's okay. There's no smoking anywhere, unless you happen to have a light. You don't happen to... Of course you don't.
Is there something else I could help you with today? Would you be interested in visiting one of our many homeless animals in need of a home?
Are you kidding me? I don't care about anyone but myself. And if you don't believe me, please feel free to talk to my soon-to-be future ex-wife.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service. Please consult the directory for further assistance.
Well, that was quick.
Well, I imagine that divorce must be difficult, but I find that the companionship of a pet can be truly a godsend.
You've never been married, have you?
No, but I don't see what difference that makes.
You have no idea what divorce is like.
I did say I imagine.
Well, imagine having to talk to a lawyer for as long as most people go to college, only at 3 times the cost.
I'm just trying to say that during trying times, it's nice to have a friend.
So, you want to be my friend?
Oh, well, no. Yes. I mean, would you be interested in looking over the information for our loving animals in need of good homes?
It's okay, lady. I'm just screwing with you. You don't have to be my friend or even pretend to be, unless I put you on payroll.
We have dogs and cats and even a Russian hamster.
I deal in real estate. I don't want nothing to do with no Russians. So, where are the dogs at? Are they here? Or is it like one of those mail order bride things?
Oh, they're all here. We just feel it's best if potential adopters look over the book first. Then, once you've made a good match, you can meet the animal in our playroom, and we'll see if the two of you get along.
Sounds a lot like the mail order bride thing.
If it seems like a good match, then we'll review your application and check your references. If all that checks out, you can take your new companion home for just a small adoption fee.
Fee? Form? References? I didn't go through this much trouble for my last 3 marriages.
Perhaps you should have.
What? Are you trying to be funny? Do you know who I am?
Well, you do look a little familiar. Do you go to the organic coffee house on 6th?
I own the organic coffee house. Well, the building anyway. I own a lot of buildings. I might own this one, yeah, but I'm not sure. You know how easy it is to lose track of stuff like that.
Well, not really. I mean, I don't have a lot of anything, but I know that money and things can't buy happiness.
You're kidding, right? Have you ever drunk a glass of Dom Perignon Rosé Gold while watching a sunset from a private yacht wearing silk pajamas? If that's not heaven, I don't know what is.
Well, I have my job here, and at the coffee shop, my bicycle, and of course my pets.
My first wife had dogs. You know, the little ones